Welcome again to the Brummett Media YouTube channel. It's great to have you here. Today, we're going to be answering a question from Francis. And Francis asks, do you have a special process that helps you be more productive and produce a better writing output, to increase my productivity as a writer? Yes, I do actually. And the very first thing that I do is I turn off my phone, all the alerts, all the notifications on my computer and my phone, any sound at all. The only sound I might have is perhaps some ambient music going on in the background, no strong beats, nothing that's going to distract me or make me want to dance in the chair. Nothing's going to, no words, no lyrics so that I can concentrate on what I'm writing. I make sure that my girls, my fur kids, my dogs, my cats are fed, they're sleepy, they're calm, they've got some, snacks to chew on or something like that, so that they are settled in and they aren't going to be distracting me 5 minutes after I sit down and get my mind focused on something. Because that's like a pet peeve for me. I'll get focused on something and then, oh, it's a bathroom break and I gotta stop and then come back and okay, where was I? So I try to make sure everybody is settled in and that everything's taken care of. I make sure that it's not close to Dave leaving or coming home from work. That's a must have there. I always make sure that anything that has to do with household management, such as, menu planning or um, preparations or house cleanings or guests or clients coming in through the house, those areas are all taken care of before I head in there so that I have a clear mind. I can focus on what I have to do in the office. Now, for myself though, physically, I do have to take breaks every hour or so because my body will kink up. I'll start getting sore and spasmy and stuff from sitting. And so what I'll do is I'll get up every hour or so, depends on how deep I'm, in the mode of writing. But I'll get up every hour or so and I'll get up and stretch. I'll play with the dogs. I'll take the compost out. I'll do a chore. I'll do some dishes, run the laundry, and then I'll get back into the office again. So I sort of try to multitask with my office as well as with my house duties so that the basement is or the studio is clean and ready for students to come through or something like that. So having a business partner, I'm really, really lucky to have that. It happens to be my husband. And so I can turn to him at the end of every workday and sometimes during the day as well via text messaging. And I can relay the day's experiences or difficulties or questions or, getting his feedback, get his advice, get his support, his inspiration, let him know something's coming up, a little reminder about this or that. So we communicate during the day, even if he's away doing his day job or away giving a workshop or doing an on-site lesson or at a gig or something like that. We can still communicate and help support each other with whatever we're doing. He has a question about something, he can text me or whatever. And that way my phone isn't on or whatever, but I can still keep up to the communications without having to um take a break from something. So I'll, the minute that I'm at a break time, I'll take a glance at my phone. I'll see if, who's texted, who's messaged, that kind of thing. So I can keep up on that during the breaks away from the actual writing process. And by doing that, by sectioning it off, I'm able to really focus high tuned energy, very highly concentrated moments, and get a lot of writing done during the time when I am able to write. I really try to reciprocate my strength back to Dave because he's a strength for me. And I try to stay organized. I use a scheduler to keep me right on track most of the time. And by that, I don't mean like I say to myself, oh, right, Lillian, you're going to write 10,000 words today or else. And that's it. I don't set myself up to fail. What I do is I say, I'm going to a lot from 10 o'clock until 2 o'clock. That's my 4 hours of creative writing time today, or article writing time or whatever it is that I'm working on at the moment. That's my time. And of course, as I say, I get up, I move, I take breaks in between that. I have to physically. And so setting that time though, that is just for writing. And I make sure my schedule is clear, no appointments, no phone calls, nobody's coming by. And by doing that, I'm able to highly focus. And if I'm highly focused, my productivity is much greater. Okay, so That's how I am able to do writing in a productive and proactive way, is really just clearing my schedule, making sure I don't have distractions, highly focused time when I do write. I hope that answers your question, Francis. Thank you very much for sending in your question to us today.